having a good morning, new night. Whenever this video may reach you, do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today we are in Dunkin' Donuts. I know we usually do Starbucks chats, but I do love Dunkin' as well. I come in here and I usually just get it to go because it'd be like too much going on, but it's nobody's in here. So I was like, let's do a Dunkin' chat. So I'm actually having coffee. I haven't had coffee in a while. And hash browns. I love these little things. And I have points, so these were free. Or would we consider them free, or is it just that, no, I use my points because I come in here. And I come here and I go to Starbucks. Mm. And as you all know, I'm doing a meatless week. No meat, no fish. I haven't had any meat or fish since Friday. And on Friday, I had salmon. Hi, Unique. What's up, Chantel? And thank you, Blinks. Waiting for a few of the love bugs to join us. Come on over, baby. What's up, Vivian? Hey, Amber. Hello. What's up, Empress Mimi? Hey, Lynn. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button on your way into my house. There's 3 dots at the top of the screen on the right-hand corner. Press it and click the thumbs up.
I want 2 of the drinks. The berry burst and the mango pineapple. 2 of them, small. Yeah, please. They were so good, I'm going to buy them for my apartments. How much are they each? Okay, yeah. Lemonade. And a berry burst. Yeah. Spark energy. Yeah.
So, okay. Today. Hey, Faith, what's up, boo? Hey, Lynn. We are going to be talking about men loving bitches. And we're going to be talking about why men love bitches. There's actually a book called Men Love Bitches, and I started reading the book. I didn't finish it, and I let my friend borrow it, and she never gave it back, which is super duper annoying. And I can't think of the author name right off the top of my head, so I'm not even going to sit up here. But the book is literally called Why Men Marry Bitches or something like that. And what she was talking about is basically how I operate and the things that I come up here and I talk to my love bugs about. And pretty much men love when you are assertive. All of the whole pick me rhetoric of being docile, and men want women that are just submissive and that will just go for anything and that will allow them to do anything. Men don't really like that. And if they do, and they do choose to marry women like that or be with women like that or have relationships with women like that, it's typically because they are on it. Every time I start, I swear for God, there was nobody up in here before us. It's my energy. It's because I'm magnetic. It's like a moth to a flame. So men, so if they do choose women that are docile, that have no personality, that doesn't say anything, that's always agreeable, those men are typically control freaks. They're insecure, or they have some type of narcissism, or something is going on there mentally. Because the average man loves a chase. That's why they compare men to dogs and women to cats. Think about that. They love to chase. They love to be validated. They love reassurance. They love to feel like they've earned something. And this also goes into me always telling you guys, a man will only show you that he likes you if he invests in you. That's the only way you could tell if a man is actually interested in you. And investments absolutely is monetary, clearly. That's the most basic investment. But time and attention are also investments. A man paying attention to what your love languages are, and actually learning your quirks and putting in an effort to make you happy or to put a smile on your face. That's also an investment. As a woman, if you come out, this is why I always tell y'all also don't lead with your wallet. Don't lead. Who? People need to get their kids. Don't lead with your wallet. You know, be assertive, be opinionated, and I also feel like women need to have a personal brand before she merges worlds with a man. Period. You have to create your own world. And when I say personal brand, it doesn't mean that you need to be selling anything or you necessarily need to be an entrepreneur or, have aspirations of building a platform. Your personal brand is just you knowing who you are. You know, having your list of non-negotiables, being confident in who you are, having created your own world and standing firm on what it is that you believe in. You have to have all of that established before you could successfully be in a relationship with a man without losing your identity, right? Oh my God, he's putting it. Oh, no, he's taking the donuts out. Hello, parents, that's dirty. I don't think you guys want to do that. He's putting the donuts on the table. Maybe sit it on a napkin. Yeah. Um. Okay. So yes, as a woman, you have to have, you have to be established on a personal level. You have to know who you are. You have to know your value. You have to know your worth. You have to be confident. You have to have a great self concept. And this is why I'm always preaching self love, and also just taking care of your vessel as best as you can. Girl, God's anointed, because what in the hell? So, typically, the type of women that men would consider bitches are women who have a strong self concept, women who are confident, women who are assertive, women who aren't afraid, to state her opinions, women who have non negotiables, women who set boundaries. Those are the type of women that men love to say is a bitch. And we see it all the time play out in the workforce, and I remember Nicki Minaj was talking about this. She was like, oh, I get called a bitch because I know my worth. I get called a bitch because I accept a certain level of, perfection. I expect a certain level of professionalism when it comes to my personal brand and my business. And I feel like we should treat ourselves as personal brands. See, right, Faith? That part. That part. And you have to treat yourself like a brand. You have to treat yourself like a walking, talking corporation. And as the owner of your brand, you have to be aware of what it is that you allow, what it is that you're going to accept. And I hope you all made that list of things that you didn't like and what was your non negotiables in terms of setting boundaries. Because remember, we did a live and we spoke about men, not liking women who have boundaries. People don't like people in general who don't have boundaries, but specifically men. Men cannot stand a woman with boundaries. Oh my God, I feel like I got something in my eye because he can't pull a fast one. He can't take advantage. He can't just play in her face all day and night. Yes, y'all have one. Yes, Faith, y'all was supposed to write down a list of things that you didn't like, things that made you feel uncomfortable, and think back to all of the times you were placed in situations, people, places, things where you were uncomfortable, you didn't like the outcome, you didn't like how people treated you, you didn't like the things that people said, you didn't like the ways people was looking at you. Whatever it is that people have done throughout your life that you did not like, write it down. Those are your boundaries. Those are your boundaries. Today's homework, things that you did like, those are your expectations. Those are your standards. The ways in which you would like to be treated when it comes to people. But we're talking about relationships right now. Hey, what's up, Ash? For real. So, with that being said, men respect women more that would be considered a bitch because they feel like you have self-worth. They feel like you have a strong, you know, confidence. You have a good internal monologue. And that is attractive. No matter which way they want to turn the key, it is attractive when you know who you are and you don't take no shit. That's attractive. And if I'm lying, I'm flying, and I'm not flying. I'm sitting here in this chair at Dunkin' Donuts, which was just quiet as a mouse. But as soon as I start, everybody want to come out. Like that's how it go. So men like to chase. Men don't like things that's too easy. However, a man, certain men do need to know that you have interest in them because otherwise they would know. A lot of men don't always pick up on social cues. Like you can't just look at a man dreamily and gaze into his eyes and expect that he's going to know that you may show an interest. You can't just, make small talk with a man and think that he's going to know that you have an interest in him in a romantic way, at least, because a lot of men, some men are on the spectrum, child, so they can't pick up social cues the way other people can. So you might need to, let it be known, but we don't chase. We don't chase, we attract. Like a moth to a flame. We do not chase, we attract. Attune your vibration to whatever it is that you want. And this is why I'm always talking about journaling and scripting. So scripting is pretty much you're writing out your life as a story, as if it's already happening, as if it's something that you're already living. Today I could script, oh, I went outside and the weather was beautiful. I ran into a man that paid for my coffee. I went to the store and I bought some scratch offs and I got triple the amount I spent on my scratch offs. I had a phone call that was a celebratory one, and I just keep seeing congratulations, congratulations, congratulations down my timeline. Like you write it out like that, or you literally talk to yourself and tell yourself congratulations. These are the things that I do and what helps to strengthen my self-concept. I script. I also write post-it notes and I stick them on a door in my apartment, and it's just reaffirming. I'm friends with Beyonce. Like I counsel Kanye West. I wrote that out one time. I have a strong supportive team of people around me that I love. My husband is absolutely fucking in love with me. That's what we do. And then I'm sonically inclined. I'm clear audience. So music comes to me like I'm very rhythmic when it comes to how I receive downloads. I'm going off on a tangent a little bit, but we still here. We still here. We still in the same realm of what it is that I'm talking about, and as far as building a strong self-concept and having a personal brand. So I leave myself voice notes. I voice record myself, and I say, "Hey, I love you so much. You're doing amazing. Life is great. You are kicking ass. You may not have felt good at some point during the day, but you could do it. You're absolutely beautiful. You are magnetic. You are strong. You are desired. You are the best. You are loved. You are love. Everyone loves you. People that encounter you are just obsessed. Everyone wants to help you. People love to pour into you. You love to pour into people. Anything that you get, it's magnified and multiplied by 10. And sometimes I'll pop these headphones in, which my aunt be like, you need to get some AirPods. I had AirPods and I fucking lost them. And then I had another set and somebody stole my whole goddamn Marc Jacobs bag, and I was very sad about that. And I like the mic on this, and I don't know, but who knows? Maybe I'll get a pair of AirPods. Whatever, that's neither here nor there. Not too much on my headphones, not too much. But I'll put these in and I'll just listen to myself, I listen to myself the same way that I'd listen to someone give a TED talk. I listen to myself the same way I'd listen to someone, do a panel and take questions from the crowd and they're interacting with the audience. I listen to myself. I talk to myself. So leave yourself a voice note, a lengthy one. Record yourself speaking love into yourself. It works. It does wonders. And when I was in theater class and when I was taking acting classes, I would voice record myself doing the lines. That also helped me to memorize like lines, and when I had to do a play or when I had an assignment or a monologue, or so on and so forth. That really, really helped with my self concept. It helps because I do these things daily, right? Then also, maybe I need to do a full video on how to develop your self concept. So I'm gonna stop there with the pointers for that. And our next live, I'll do how to strengthen your self concept. That's what we'll do the next live. Because I was about to spill all the beans, but we can make that a whole live. Okay. As far as being a woman goes, and we talk about this all the time, being a melanin rich woman is not for the fucking faint of heart. At every turn, people are trying to tear you down, and they want to snuff out your internal power. They want to siphon your power. They want to snuff it out. It's a lot that goes on with how we are being energy harvested. Us in particular, because, I mean, come on, baby. They stealing our stem cells. Like, it's not just an energetic and a vibrational thing that we have going on. It's also physical and genetic. We all done heard of the Eve gene. You just have to know that you're the prize, and you have to continuously center yourself. And I wouldn't necessarily say that that means that you're a bitch, but some people would say that when you don't give a fuck about what they think of you, when you're not constantly thirsty for approval, when you remove yourself from situations when your time is not appreciated and your energy ain't reciprocated. They'll be like, oh, she a bitch. Oh, she thinks she too good. Oh, who she thinks she is. I'm a motherfucking goddess. I am sun-kissed by God. My skin is worth more than gold. These are the things that we have to continuously tell ourselves. And if that makes us bitches, that also makes you more desirable. Okay? Men pretend like they don't like that, but they absolutely fucking love it, and they revel and they will bow down. I've had men literally get on their knees in front of me while I was just walking down the street. I don't lie. I don't have a reason to get up here and lie. That's why it's absolutely comical when people be saying, you ain't got no man, that's why you ain't got a ring. I just be looking around like, it has to be crack. If you think that it's hard for me to get it's crack. It gotta be crack. The strongest, purest form of crack. Ugh. And Shanita said, do you do one-on-one sessions? I'm starting that. That is a goal for this month. And I will start off with taking the phone calls. I know I've been telling you all that, but for me, I'm a time person. Timing has to be everything. Timing is everything. And I feel like when you do things prematurely, it doesn't work. Like, I've tried to do things because I felt like I had to do it. You know, I said I was going to do this, so we got to do it. No, I let things naturally take its course. And I'm feeling, the pull toward it more and more. But absolutely, I will be doing one-on-one sessions. Absolutely. But it will start off as phone calls, 30 minutes for $30. That's how we're going to start that. And then it's going to grow into something beautiful that we can't even conceive of yet. And we'll be us, the love bugs, will be sitting around somewhere on a beautiful resort. Like, remember when this just started off as you doing lives in Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts? Remember when you started doing the phone calls, and now we're, hosting retreats? Like, that's how that's going to grow. I'm so excited to start doing that. You have to know that you are the fucking shit. And you gotta work really hard not to be stigmatized. That's something that we all are plagued with as women. Like, that's why I tell y'all, you give out a little bit of coochie. You don't give pussy. You don't give out pussy. You don't give out pussy. You give out a little bit of coochie. Everybody don't deserve to really be able to fuck you and hit your bottom wall. Your heart is connected to your vagina. Give out a little bit of coochie. Don't be letting niggas fuck you in real life. Soul ties are real. What's a little bit of... It's protected. You're not dressing up. You're not putting on lingerie. You're not doing a dance. You don't have candles burning. You're not letting him flip you all which type of way. You're not giving. We're not doing all of that. We're not doing all of that. You're not taking showers with him. You're not taking baths with him. You're not rubbing him down with oil. He's not rubbing you down. Like, you just don't get so intimate. You understand that there's levels, and you make him work to unlock those levels. Men will call a woman like that a bitch. She's a bitch. She don't even suck dick. Yes, I do. I just didn't suck yours yet because you have not gotten to that level. You have to make men invest in you. You do. There's levels. So what are we doing? You give a little missionary, a little bit of doggy style. Nothing too crazy. You're not gazing into his eyes. Do not be screaming and hooting and hollering out his name, because all of that is a part of sex magic. You're not swallowing any of his fluids. You do not say, "This is yours," when he asks whose is it. But shouldn't we put in our best mouth forward? Absolutely not, Vivian. Hell no, not in the beginning. Nope. Should women go for men with a smaller package so they don't get stigmatized? I don't really know that it has anything to do with. Well, yeah, it does matter because if you have whack peen, then chances are, ain't nobody gonna be that hooked on you like that. But you never know. Like, women be getting hooked on men that look like Biggie Smalls. So I don't know. You just gotta safeguard and protect yourself. And another way you don't get stigmatized is that you keep your options open. You allow other men to entertain you. You allow yourself to be courted. You allow yourself to go out on dates. And this doesn't mean that you're sleeping with everybody, but this does mean that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You don't even want them to hold your hand. That's hilarious. Everybody up in here, hit the top of the screen and click the thumbs up so we could get this up in our algorithm more. Girl, you're making my day prettier. Nice. For the most part, you just have to really, really know your worth. If he, don't always initiate conversation. Do not always initiate conversation. I know it could be hard because you're like, dang, I just want to tell him something. I want to talk to him. Shouts out to you, Swan. I want to tell him this. I want to do. Don't always initiate conversation. Don't always text back immediately. You know, sometimes leave the conversation first. Be like, all right, I got to go by. And if he's not giving you what it is that you want, then he doesn't deserve access, especially to your body. He doesn't. This is your temple. It should always be earned, and you should only give it to people that deserve it. And that is something that we all need to continuously work on because we're humans. Sometimes we're just horny and want to get some dick, and that's okay. However, don't just willy-nilly like be giving your body out to people that has not invested in you at all to any degree. Like, it just doesn't, like, why? What would be the reason? Love, I need advice. I'm 20 years old and this guy randomly entered my life. He's not the stereotypical black man and he seems confident within himself. I'm finding ways to sabotage the situation. Don't sabotage the situation. You gotta let it go. We have to practice the art of detachment. Don't think about it so much. When you find yourself thinking about this man, even if you have to vocalize it out loud, say, nope, we're not gonna think about that. Busy yourself with other things. And this is why I say, until you are in a monogamous relationship with someone, until y'all are locked in, you need to keep your options open. You need to be entertaining at least 5 guys. You're not sleeping with 5 guys. Entertaining, like they could just be your friends. They could be people that you just talk to here or there, people that you hang out with, take a bike ride with, go out to get some drinks, some dinner. Well, you're 20, so you don't go get drinks, but someone that, busy yourself with other things that you like to do and actually have hobbies. And this is why I say that having a personal brand is important, because when you have things that you're focused on, then you don't have time to just be so fixated on a man. And when you find yourself being fixated on a man, you have shit to do. But in real life, you're not pretending to have things to do. You actually have things to do. Work on your personal brand. Don't self sabotage. You are worthy. Know that you are loved. Know that you are the best. It is a privilege for you to talk to him, not the other way around. Center yourself. Hey, what's up, Quaisha Boo? Uh, I want it now. I'm getting a divorce. I'm used to getting a text back, that part. Yeah, y'all need to hit the like button if you are my twin. Oh, you are my twin. I'll probably thinking yes. Um, so serious, have become so stingy with me, energy can't share with these folks. That part. And it really is just detaching. Like, it's not the easiest. I done been digmatized. I done been fucking crazy and whacked out of my head, acting crazy, cussing people out, like yelling, cussing, screaming, crying. Like, I will never sit up here and pretend to you all like I have not been living this human experience as a woman. I have been. However, I don't live there. My ego and my pride won't let me do certain shit. That's why having a strong sense of self is so important. And this is why when I say I'm pretty, I'm sexy, I'm smart, I'm funny, I'm talented, my personality is off the fucking charts, my body is smoking like a motherfucking cigarette, people get upset. But because I know that, I don't allow myself to be looking the fuck crazy for too long. Now, if I didn't know that, then it would be open season on me. And at one point, I didn't know that. And I did allow a lot of BS. And I did let men semi dog walk me because I'm still me at the end of the day. I ain't going to put up with too much for too long. That's just not my steez. You have to really be full of yourself. You have to be full of yourself. You have to. And people don't like that, because then you start to do better and choose better, and you start to choose you. Whatever it is that you love about yourself, play that shit up. Do glamour magic on yourself. I'm not going to get into it. We're going to do a self-concept video later, but you have to know that you are that girl. Period. Shouldn't nobody be able to tell you a fuck thing about you. I think a lot of women have been hypnotized by the D, that part. But don't stay in a hypnotic state. Exactly, Amberella. Yes, I do have hobbies and other things to do. I do see myself end up being in a relationship with him, which would be my first relationship with a man. It's scary to think because I don't know what to do. Don't be scared. Goddess energy personified all day and night. He should be, once again, flattered and honored that you would even give him the time of day. It ain't shit to be scared of. Walk by faith. Know that you got this. Love, how do I backtrack after giving the guac guac 10,000? Girl, you can't backtrack. Just don't do it no more. Unless you are okay, with... Okay, let me say this. If you're okay with a situationship, if you're not looking for anything serious, if you feel like you could handle that man turning around and saying, bitch, you ain't my motherfucking girlfriend, I never said we was anything, then go ahead. I'm not telling you not to get your freak on. I would never tell you that. What I'm telling you is to be honest with yourself and protect your heart and protect your feelings. Because don't nobody got time to be crying in the bed, shaking at night, wondering what a man is doing. If you know you want to be with him, say no to anything that's not exactly what it is that you want. Be honest with yourself. You're welcome, boo. I've been single 8 years because I had to heal from a lot of things. Falling in love with self is so uplifting and needed. That part, God's anointed. It's a woman's job to serve the man. You see, it's not a woman's job to serve the man. It's a man's job to serve the woman. Men are put here to help women. Y'all always say, we build everything. You're supposed to build things. You're supposed to help women. Period. Makeup is glamour magic. It's a part of it, yeah. Goddess, yes. Justin, goddess. Bow down, bitch. Always center yourself and know that it's a privilege for a man to be in your space. For a man to be seen with you in public is a fucking privilege, okay? For a man to be affiliated with you is a privilege. For a man to be associated with you is a privilege. And I don't give a fuck if this man is a millionaire. You're the prize. You're the magician. You have the ability to usher spirits into this physical plane. You're the magnificent one. You're the alchemist. You're the inspiration. You're the muse. The woman is the muse. Don't ever forget that. Exactly, Amberella. What's up, Ash? I'm not serving nobody that's not officially my man, and I give men a time limit within a few weeks. That part, period. Period. And if a man says, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, I don't want this, it's not you, it's not me, accept that and move on. You could kick, you could scream, you could cuss, you could cry. Get it out your system, but move on, move forward. Don't live there, don't beg, don't grovel. Like, get it out your system, one and done, and then move on. And this is why I say, don't give a man access, full, complete access to your body unless he's earned it and unless you're getting what you want, because women control access to sex. God's anointed said Unique said she gonna buy some toys. I ain't mad at you, girl. Shantia says your advice is proof that many mothers and fathers did not do their jobs correctly. My dad seriously dropped the ball and showed me what a real man is. It's true. And this is why I'm here, you know? And I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is why I'm here. And we were always meant to have these conversations with each other. And I started, the Love Jones show, I was strictly just doing celebrity gossip and giving social commentary. But we always had these segments where we spoke like this. And sometimes you got to give the dessert before you serve the main course. Sometimes you got to give somebody something sweet before you give them something savory. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Why do women get so attached during sex? Because our heart is in our vaginas. And all of us don't get attached. The way that I wouldn't get attached is if I don't really surrender my body fully to you. And that's why I told y'all you would give out a little bit of coochie. You don't give out straight pussy. Now, when you let somebody really fuck you, it's harder to, detach. Hey, Lightning. Oh, that's fine, but we heard you. Yeah, babe. You don't even have to do makeup. Doing a good skincare regimen. The act of taking care of yourself and taking care of one's own appearance, period, is a form of glamour. Getting your hair done, doing your hair, washing your hair, all of that. I didn't know if you saw my comment. I did see your comment, boo. Am I in the gym? No, I'm not in the gym. I'm in Dunkin' Donuts. Um, I don't serve a man who hasn't served me, been goofy and dumb in the past. But don't, yeah, that part. Like I always had a rule. Like I'm not gonna be making full fucking course dinners for anyone that isn't my man. And I did slip up, and I was doing that, and it was nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's because you know, it was a reminder that I am domesticated. I mean, I cook for myself, but I live alone, so I don't cook for anybody else. I used to cook for this guy that I was dating a few years back, but then I was just cooking for like somebody like that I was just, you know. And then I was like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, this nigga don't deserve this. But it was just a reminder, like, look at you. When you want to, you know what to do. I remember when I was doing all of that and I caught a lot of hate for it, that now I you mean decided? I don't understand. I'm going up now. Well, absolutely keep going up. No, he used to buy groceries. I don't. He used to buy groceries and he would like cash at me to buy groceries and stuff. So, what are your thoughts on being with a man who has a preference for women that are not you or your race? And what about a man that watches a certain type of corn? If you don't, if that's your okay, so I have to start off by saying I dated clear men at one point, and for a whole year, that's all I dated. I didn't entertain, and I specifically didn't want to entertain black men. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I said it to my aunt, and she was like, "Don't say that. Why would you say that?" And my reason was because they were terrible from what I experienced and from what my family experienced, my friends was experiencing. They were not good people, the ones that I had come into contact with at least, and the ones that I heard about, and the ones that I saw growing up, and they were just horrific. So I was like, I think I'm gonna just not do this for a while and like try. I think this was like in 2017 or something like that. And after, you know, I realized that all men are men. However, those men are different. And we could do a video. I'm going to do an updated video on my experience dating clear men. So I'm not going to get too deep in that, not yet. So we got two videos we need to do. My experience dating clear men and how to build your self-concept. If a man vocalizes that he does not like you or your likeness, then I would not date him. If he's dated that in the past and it was an experience, but he has not come out and denounced melanin rich women, then I would still see what he was about. I went on a couple dates with this Jamaican guy, maybe like 2 years ago, and he owned a mechanic shop. He was cute, and he had a daughter, a small daughter, with a clear woman. And I don't know. Like, I went out with him before I knew that he had kids. Like, you first meet somebody, they don't just be like, yeah, I got kids, whoop-de-whoop. I didn't know he had kids initially. And I went out with him maybe like that time when he told me, and then like probably like 3 times after that. Nothing too crazy. Like, he doesn't live around me, so whenever I was in that side of the town, I would hang out with him. But something like really kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So the clear baby mother had already had a child that he would help to take care of. That's not what rubbed me the wrong way. So he was like, Yeah, because, I got to be there for my daughter. Like, she's cute. And she is cute. The little girl is really cute. But then he was like, yeah, she light skinned, she half white. And I'm just like, so you're fetishizing your biracial daughter. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like men like that, I'm not, no, I would never be able to look at you like the same if you fetishize biracial kids because it's like you don't want to replicate your likeness. You don't like what you see when you look in the mirror and you feel like your daughter is better because she's biracial. So if I were to get with him and we were to have a baby, then you wouldn't revere my child in the same light because our child would be monoracial. Like I think about things like that. I now pay attention to people when they speak. A man like that, I can never take seriously. And after that, and I developed a rule where I can't date a man with a child under like, I would say like 12, 10. No, because I don't know, you still probably screwing your baby mother. I don't have time for that. So, yeah, but it depends on how he is. Now, if he's like, I don't like black women because of black women or he's like fetishizing like light-skinned biracial kids, absolutely not. There was one clear man that liked me, but at the time I was too shy to connect with him. When you were in a relationship previously, especially your first relationship, were you crazy about him? Where it was like, my man, my man. So, my first real, like, long relationship was with my high school sweetheart. And I feel like I was crazy about him at one point, but I don't think I was in love with him ever. Like, I feel like we just kind of grew up together and we knew each other. And we had like a Velcro relationship. Like, we always did everything together, and he was Latino and he would always make it seem like it was me that wanted to be with him all the time. But sometimes I would try to do other stuff and he would be like, where you at? Like, it was just very, very codependent. And I helped him a lot, and I resented that. So at one point, it was beautiful romance, like love, and then the second half of our relationship, I just felt like I was working for him. My light and my star was being diminished. I couldn't breathe. I felt suffocated. I felt like I wasn't appreciated, and he had so many working parts around him that I just didn't think I got the respect that I deserved. And I was so young that I didn't really understand. Like, his grandmother would say racist things. His aunt's wife, which was an Italian woman, she would say like microaggressive racist things. So with that being said, now that I think about it, I don't know if I ever really truly been in love. Like, I thought I may have been, but I don't know if I've ever truly been like, I'm really in love with this person. Like, oh my fucking God. Like I know that I felt lust and I know that I felt love, but like in love with somebody, like to whereas I'm like, oh my God, like I don't know. I don't know. I know people have been in love with me. Some still are. Are you scared? No, I'm not scared. Am I single? I'm not married. Would you wait until you lose weight, get in shape to date, or would you date anyway? Me personally, is this general or are you asking me? Like, I don't need to lose weight. I don't need to get in shape. Like, I always maintain, I have a 10-pound rule. I don't go over 10 pounds. Like, once I could get over 10 pounds, I have a space where I'm comfortable in and I have a 10-pound rule. So I'm either under that 10 pounds or over the 10 pounds. Like, I don't really step too much out of the 10-pound mark. So if ever I feel like I need to lose weight, it's legit mostly like 10 pounds, no more than 12. And then I just, kick into action. But when you are on a weight loss journey or you feel like you need to improve upon your physical appearance, you're not your most confident self. And I don't think that anyone should date when they're not their most confident self, because your options are going to match where you are vibrationally. So, yeah. Everybody up in here, hit the like button. It's 3 dots at the top of the screen. Click it and hit the thumbs up. I don't get until a relationship until I was. Oh, you mean you didn't get into? Okay, so you was 27. Excuse me. And I think I told you I was insane about this narcissist. I was always like, my man, my man. I was so naive about what was happening in my relationship. Yeah, facts. That part. I love a woman that lets me be in control. Women should never do the chasing. That's for us to do. I agree. Women should not do the chasing, but be in control. I don't really like the way that sounds. Yeah, narcissistic men can absolutely make you crazy. It's a formula to it. It's intentional too. Everybody up in here, hit the like button so we could be up in this algorithm. But you have to center yourself. You have to center yourself when it comes to the opposite sex. You gotta know that you're the shit, you're the prize, you're the main character. Like, you do. Especially as a woman, like, especially as a melanin rich woman. We gotta go harder to center ourselves and to know that we're the prize. And you need to be the center of the universe. You have to be full of yourself. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. This doesn't mean that you lack empathy. This doesn't mean that you're, not compassionate. This doesn't mean that you're not kind. That doesn't mean that. However, you have to center yourself. You need to be full of yourself. Don't let anyone say, you need to be humble. That's a crock of shit. Don't listen to that. We don't need no humble pie. We don't eat humble pie over here. No. We're good people. We love people. We help people. But we don't do humble pie. You have to be full of yourself, because we've been beat down so badly by society that we have a lot of catching up to do. We have a lot of catching up to do. We have not been taught how to center our. We didn't grow up learning that our emotions mattered. We didn't grow up learning, that what we thought mattered. In our community, it's a lot of black male worship going on. We're taught that we need to serve men. The girls of the family had to do chores, and the boys just got to run wild and go crazy and do whatever they wanted to do. No sense of responsibility. And that's not the case anymore. Sorry. I had to learn the hard way. Controlling men are not the way to go. It's a miserable way to live, that part. Narcissism can go both ways. That's true. What if a guy likes you, even if you're out of shape? Should you tell him you aren't ready for a relationship? I wouldn't tell him I'm not ready for a relationship. I would just, it depends on how you feel about yourself. If you know that you have work to do, I would still date. You could loosely date, but I think that you should just work on elevating, and you can still date. However, I wouldn't say I'm not ready. I would just say, I'm in a transitional phase. We could date, but I'm in a transitional phase. I feel like when you are out of shape and you want to get in better shape, you are not operating at your best. So the choices you make usually aren't your best. A lot of men have a predatory nature, and they could sniff out somebody that's insecure. And this is not going to be the most popular thing for me to say, but you get taken advantage of when you are in a weakened state. Whether it be physically, you don't feel the best, emotionally, you're going through some trauma, you're healing from something. A lot of men are attracted to women like that because they want to use you. Not all, but Generational trauma is real. Cookie Monster, you are asking a great question. I think that definitely take it slow. Maybe start off by being friends. Yeah. Personally, I have a few pounds to lose, but that hasn't stopped me from dating and pulling high value males. Not dating now and probably yeah. For me, I'm mostly talking about a mental state. A lot of women that are insecure about how they look don't know how to require a man to show up for them in a certain way. That's exactly what I mean. Boom, that's my point. That's my point. Yes, that was the best way that I could verbalize and vocalize what it is that I meant. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Now, this is not all. This is not all because some women are confident. Some women do know their worth. But a lot of women that don't feel good about themselves don't have the same standards. They don't have the same expectations. They don't require men to stand up and show up in a certain way because they don't feel like they deserve it. And they're just happy that a man just even is paying them any type of attention. That's the point. That's the point. Agreed. My mind was once a broken mess. Once and mindset improved, standards and boundaries and expectations improved drastically. Exactly. Yes, that's my point. Now, this is not me saying like if you do feel like you could improve but it's a mental thing more so, and men prey on that. They do. True that where I'm coming from, learning how to heal and love myself. Yeah. We just need to adopt the motto, you say no, I say next. You're not giving me what I want. You're not giving me what I need. You don't want to show up for me the way that I require you to. Next. Next. I will always come to every live. Shouts out to you. To be honest and real, us men need to do better. We got our issues too. I'm just saying. This is true. Uh, we're the Mr. Clean men you met were being a submissive helpmate. I don't really like the word submit. Like, it just rubs me the wrong way. I can't lie to you all. It rubs me the wrong way. Like, you want me to be subservient, you want to lead, you want to be the ruler over me. Like, I'm just not into that. I'm a person. I have full autonomy over my person. I have thoughts, I have ideas, I have opinions. I think that in different situations and in different scenarios, a man could lead, he knows more. And then the same for a woman. In different settings, in different scenarios, a woman could lead and be more successful at getting a desired outcome. So I'm not really into the whole, are you going to submit? Like, submit to fucking, like, if I'm guilty, we all submitting to the motherfucking government. How about that? We submitting to the goddamn infrastructure of this country. How about that? We submitting to the man. So submit, submit, submit. Like, I just, right, Amberella? I'm just not into, like, submit. I also say don't run into another relationship without processing the last one. That part too, Paisha. I honestly kind of envy people that could do that, cause I can't. Like, I don't get in relationships with. I'll be like, not too much, not too much. I'm cool off you. I don't really do that. I don't know how people relationship hop. Like, I kind of envy that a little bit. I'd be like, dang, I wish I could just let somebody just come and sweep me off my feet. I just can't. It's a lot for me to let people in. Okay, not submit, wrong word. Worth being a wife and marrying. If I'm inspired, if I'm in love with you, if I know that you'll add to my life, if you understand my quirks, if you accept me not being a normal, regular pedestrian, and it works and it makes sense, then why not? I'm open, but I'm not out here like, like I don't live my life like normal people do. I don't I don't have a concept of time the way normal people, I don't even do age. Like I'm not into that the way that society is. I don't care. I live my life. I'm living this life experience and I'm getting everything out of it that I feel like I'm supposed to. And I'm taking it all in. What's up, Michelle K? I was able to do that. I processed that night. I must be from New York or yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. It's the way they say it. Submission seems demeaning. Exactly. Like it's like submit. Like, what do you? It's like you want me to be your slave. That's how submission feels and sounds like slavery. Like you're saying, you gonna be a slave for the right man. You gonna be my slave. That's how it feels. I just now we know that might not particularly be the case, but it gives me slavery vibes when people say it, and I'm just like, why do you want to control me? And like, what is going on here? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like that. Submit to our Heavenly Father. I don't worship men. I'm 28 and there's a 26-year-old neighbor guy that's talking to me. I usually go for older men. Should I give it a shot? Yeah, why not? Younger men are just like better. I like younger men. I think you should, yeah. I said seems not literally, it's the context of how it's being used. That part. 2 years is not that much younger. That part. Why not teammates? That part. Women have to be protected. You can't protect something without control. Women have to be protected from men. Maybe men should start focusing on controlling themselves and each other because we wouldn't need so much protection if it were not for men. So maybe the control factor, y'all need to like control yourselves, try to control other groups of men, and then we wouldn't need so much protection. It's just a thought. Just a thought. It's not about that type of control and submission. What happens to men opening doors for women and paying bills, treating a lady like a woman? Y'all ladies don't get it. You need someone to you need to be in full control of someone to do what you all say men do. You need to have complete control and submission to open the door, to be chivalrous and to be a grown adult and take care of bills and utilities. Like, I don't understand. The correlation is not correlating. You absolutely can protect someone without control. Protect me mentally without lying and playing games all the time. That part. Be with the right ones, not Pookie and Ray Ray. Here y'all go with Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray is y'all. Pookie and Ray Ray is black men. I'm so tired of y'all acting like Pookie and Ray Ray is aliens from outer space. Maybe y'all need to stop being Pookies and Ray Rays, and maybe y'all need to check Pookie and Ray Ray because Pookie and Ray Ray is y'all. Don't you find that a lot of men are behaving like women and a lot of women trying to, you mean are? Yes, I do absolutely believe that there are more men leaning into their feminine and more women leaning into the masculine. Absolutely, but we all have feminine and masculine traits inside of us. That's how humans are set up. Protect women physically by not terrorizing your community. Bingo. You don't get it. What is there not to get? What is there not to get? You don't need to have complete control over me as if I'm your child, your subordinate, your employee, or your slave in order to take care of a household. Oh, people do it every day. Oh, oh, get a load of that concept. Oh, the fluidity in gender is disturbing. Okay, I thought it was you, Quaisha. Amberella looked up the word submission. Yeah, she did. It's definitely giving slavery. We not going for it no more. Period. Did you watch the Tom Brady roast? If so, what do you think they? What? Why do you think they repeatedly roasted and slut shamed Kim K? Is she an easy target? She absolutely is an easy target, and Kim K is a slut. It is what it is. So it's easy. You know, what else could you poke fun at her about? She's beautiful. She's a billionaire. So the only thing you could talk about is the fact that she was and is a whore. Does that make it okay? Not necessarily, but and then like she whored herself out to black men. They don't respect that. Once you whore yourself out to black men, to niggers, then they look at you crazy like you're tainted. Don't you dare think you're gonna come bring your happy ass back over here with your half nigga children. That sounds bad, but that's how a lot of clear men feel. They say it. They be like, oh, yeah, you're gonna go over there and sleep with them, and they ain't gonna do nothing but make you a baby mother. They say it. I've seen them say it. I've heard them say it on TikTok. Tom Brady's best mate said that Kim Kardashian was the bottom of the barrel. She was a bottom feeder. A vice president for Warner Brothers Studios that I once was friends with said that Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians was bottom feeders. He called Kanye West a bottom feeder. And he was a clear man. That's how they look at the Kardashians. I prefer to say support. Both people in relationships to support one another, not serve or submit to support. Support looks differently. That part, Quaisha. Yes. I agree. Wait, so what are we going to talk about in the... Oh, my experience dating clear men. How to build a good self-concept. Okay. Love Jones, can you speak on Danny Lay acting up to Princella being exposed and Drew Barrymore's Mamala comment? That Mamala comment was so cringy. I don't know why she would like say that, but they always expect women with a little bit of melanin to be the mammies, so I'm not so surprised. Danny Lay, her ambiguous privilege is starting to run out, or it started to run out, and she can't take it. She's not centered anymore because no one gives a fuck about her smidget of a little bit of a talent, like. And then once again, she had a baby with a black man and got baby mama the fuck out after she acted superior. So that X'd her out of the conversation. And Princella is very interesting. Princella is very interesting because from the account of her girlfriend, her ex-girlfriend, B. Taylor, it seemed like Princella was was the man that she claimed to not like. And then what I didn't like is how Princella responded was by saying women can't be saved. Women don't want to be helped. I try to help women. And it's like, why are you grouping women all together as if you're not a woman? You're a woman too, even though we can clearly see she's male-identified. She is. And this is what a lot of people don't get. She's male-identified like a mug. B. Taylor said Princella don't hang out with women. She doesn't know women. She doesn't have the village. She doesn't have camaraderie with women. Like, she was building that through her platform, but in real life, she hung out with men. And I feel like she was exposed. I think that there was some merit and some truth to what B. Taylor was saying. I do feel like B. Taylor was speaking from a place of hurt because she was like, she broke up with me and moved on in a week. She kept making that a mention of Princella moving on within a week of them breaking up. But Princella said that they had broken up 3 months ago, but B. Taylor didn't want to let the world know to save face for the internet, which I believe that too, because B. Taylor said it herself. Like, yeah, I told her I didn't want people to know that we had broken up or whatever. But I don't like that Princella is acting like she's turning her back on women or like women can't be saved because of one bad apple. When she has a cult, like she's been amassing a cult like following. Like you have so many women whose lives you've changed that look up to you. Why would you group them together? You have women that have been buying your books and sending you super chats and keeping your fucking lights on and helping you to provide for your child. It's just so stupid and idiotic to me to bite the hand that's literally feeding you, which is women. Her rebuttal to B. Taylor's video was very manosphere-ish, and I was just so confused. But Cat Williams said that we was in need of exposure, so welcome to the motherfucking show. I will add, I do not respect B. Taylor at all for coming out and doing that expose and continuously bashing Princella's mothering. I don't respect that at all. She's like, oh, I just wanted to help the little girl. If you wanted to help her, then why wouldn't you try to maintain a friendship with Princella to continue to be a part of that little girl's life? Because Princella did want to maintain a friendship. She sent her a fruit basket. She wrote her a nice note. Like she was trying to wave the white flag. B. Taylor was just bitter and hurt. And she tried to position herself as a victim. And I didn't respect that. Like, bitch, it seemed like you went to Princella's house just to fucking take note and to get intel. And this is another reason why I don't really fuck with people like that. Like, if anybody's come up here trying to say some tea about me, it's old. And more than likely, it'll be embellished. I'm just going to tell y'all that right off the rip because y'all see what I do. I don't be around people like that because I have trust issues. I'm just going to keep it a bean. I have trust issues, especially the way that I see how people move on these internet streets. And when I love you and I fuck with you, I get deep. I get deep, and I do spill. In the past, because I don't do that no more, but I would spill some of my tea. And I just don't respect people like now we fell out, so you're gonna weaponize my vulnerability and the things that I express to you. You're gonna weaponize that and throw it up in my face and use it against me to attack me and to hurt me with. That's why I can't fuck with people. B. Taylor, that's a grimy, trifling ass bitch. I don't fuck with people like that. I would never ever trust a bitch like that. You got up there, talked about her mattress, but she bought a new mattress. Oh, she only got a $5,000 mattress because I told her to get a new mattress. Okay, maybe you was brought into her life to help her out a little bit, like, and you did. So what are we still talking about? Oh, her daughter don't have a room. Her daughter's 5 years old. She sleeps in a bed with her. There's nothing wrong with that. I do not know what Princella's mothering is like. I don't know. However, I do think that kids need more time and attention because a kid's love language is always going to be time spent. So I do hope that Princella spends more time with her child. It seems like she does. Her kid is always with her. When I would see Princella on live on TikTok, her baby would be right there. I didn't see her neglecting her. She was like any other parent that would go do a live stream. If I had a child and I was doing a live stream and my kid was right here and I'm talking to you all and my kid is sitting here playing with toys, I'm going to continue to talk. Like, I don't know. Like, when you become a parent, does it mean that you can't do anything else aside from look at your kid 24/7? Like, that seems unrealistic to me. Now, whenever her kid would come and ask her for something, she would answer. It's not like she just ignored her kid like she wasn't even there. You know, she would be like, hey, baby, you know, what you want? Okay, you got that? You good? Like, I used to watch her on TikTok. So I just didn't understand it. And then she'd be like, oh, all she feeds her is fast food. I don't agree with that. Y'all know that I'm very, body is a temple. Sometimes I eat fast food. My fast food, when I say fast food, is Chipotle, bitch. I ain't out here eating Burger King. They don't give that. However, it may not be okay and it may not be the most nutritious thing, but she's feeding her child. So we can't make it seem like all she do is feed, like that's child neglect. No, it's not. There's people that live in the Midwest that are in food deserts and all they have is processed food to feed their children. Is it the healthiest? No. Is it the best? No. But their kids are still eating. If CPS were to go to your house and you had Lunchables and fucking Tyson's breaded chicken and fucking Eggo's waffles and Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, that counts as food. This is just my take. And I know that my opinions are not the most popular. And that's okay. That's okay. Does that sound like child neglect? No. It does sound like you could be doing a better job taking care of your kid. You could be more cognizant of what it is that you're fueling your child's body with, but that's not child neglect. Then she was like, oh, she don't wash her for a couple days. Now that I don't fuck with. Like, I feel like a little girl needs to be taught proper hygiene because little girls grow up to be big girls and then teenagers and then ultimately women. So we do have to teach our girls how to clean themselves. But how do we know what she's exaggerating or what, like, I just don't fuck with it. And if she kept saying, oh, she was on a scheduled bedtime because of me and I helped, it's like, girl, like, if you're there to help and if you say, I care about that little girl so much, why would you not maintain a friendship with Princella just to be a part of her daughter's life? Now, I'm going to give y'all a little tidbit. One of my best friends was a lesbian and she was in a relationship. Oh, God. It's all right. If y'all watching, look, I'm not telling y'all, don't nobody know who y'all is. They don't know y'all's name. She was in a relationship with my brother, Brother Jones' god sister, right? I didn't introduce them. They just so happened to like link up. Brooklyn is big but small at the same time, especially when you have a certain lifestyle. So they were girlfriends for a long time. Like my friend, her baby daddy batshit crazy. But the girlfriend, my brother's god sister, which is kind of like my god sister too, she was there for the birth of the baby. She was there helping her with the baby. Basically, kind of like a step parent, like a dad or a dad mom. I don't know what to call it. They broke up. My god sister, my brother's god sister, is married to another woman now. My bestie is in a relationship with a man, but my brother's godmother is still a part of that little girl's life. My brother's god sister is still a part of that little girl's life. She's still like a parent to the little girl. She'll pick her up. She takes her shopping. They do, events. Like she treats her like that's legit like her stepchild, but they just not in a relationship anymore. And that's what I think is a stand-up person that actually has the best interest of a child. Not to get your funky, stupid doghead bitch ass up on the internet and talk about the child ain't doing this and I help the child. If you really cared about the child, then you would maintain a copacetic, cordial relationship with the parent to still be a part of that little girl's life. That's just my take. I see it happen. If I build a bond with a child and I love a child and I fall out with their parent and we don't work out romantically and I love the child so much and I care about the child, so I would be like, hey, we didn't work out, but I became a staple in your child's life. We have a connection. I'm bonded to your child. I would still like to come and pick her up, to go to do activities with me and my boys because B. Taylor has like boys. I would still like to, maybe take her to get her hair done or that's just me. That's just me. I don't know. That's why I feel like a lot of people are not genuine. They're not. Because if I love a kid and I'm bonded with a kid and I'm not with the father anymore and I really want the best interest for the child, I would still check in on the child and be like, is she okay? Like, does she need anything? Or I picked her up something. I was at Target and I saw this cute little outfit. Like, but of course, I would make sure that it's okay with the other parent if I only cared about the child's best interest. B. Taylor did and said all of that to try to tarnish Princella's reputation and make her look crazy. That's my take. That's awesome. I love this. Shouts out to your brother's gossip. Yeah. I'm gonna need a breakdown of what happened because another channel I watched was saying something else about Princella. It just gave too much going on. That wasn't me too, to each their own. That, hey, DH, the child is special needs, child to child needs to be assessed by a medical expert. That too, if that's the case, I agree. I heard lesbians move fast. Right, LJ knows. Hey, Bree. Yep, what's up, C Magdalene? Oh, wait. Correct. Um, they saying she never spends time with her daughter, but her daughter is always with her. So which one is it? The B. Taylor, Princella, and she needs to stop using child's weapon. That part, I ain't gonna lie. You got cinnamon mangoes in the freezer. At least she's eating. Yeah. I do think that multiple things could exist at once. And I tell you all this all the time. Like, I do feel like if there's any truth to what B. Taylor was saying, that Princella absolutely needs to step up and be more interactive and more proactive when it comes to her child, and maybe enrolling her in school, because they said that the child wasn't in school. I don't know. We don't know. Getting her whatever help it may be that she needs. I don't think they said she was special needs. Like she said, sorry. Basically, what was said is that the child was on the spectrum. So I don't know. Like, I feel like you could be highly functioning and be on the spectrum. Amanda Steele says she's on the spectrum. Storm Monroe said he on the spectrum. And that motherfucker is, like, on some genius shit. He's smart as fuck. Amanda Steele is smart as hell. Like, I might be on the spectrum. I don't know. So I feel like there's levels, you know? I'm joking. I don't think I'm on the spectrum. I do know that I'm neurodivergent according to the definitions that I've read. Because if she called CPS and CPS went there and saw that the child had food in the fridge, no matter if it's in a box or a plastic bag, it's still food. And they saw that the mom, Princella had a bed, a king size bed that was worth $5,000, and the child had clothes, and the child is not being physically like abused, they wouldn't do anything. That's why she can't call CPS. She's just saying, as a mom, she feels like, Princella could be doing better, and you need to have the child on a schedule. I think all of those things are true, but I wouldn't classify that as neglect. That's just me. I would say that maybe you're not the best mom, you're not setting like boundaries or like a schedule for your kid, and you could be doing better, but I don't think that necessarily means that you are neglecting your kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's my I don't think you're on the spectrum either. I work with kids every day. What's your opinion about homeschooling? I don't think I want to put my future babies in school. I'd rather homeschool my babies. Most geniuses are on that part, Bree. Women on the spectrum are high masking, and it's harder to diagnose. Exactly, and bro, she should be on top of that, but to expose her parents and like that is crazy. That's why I'm that part. Homeschooling, I think, is a great alternative for people who actually can. I don't know that I could homeschool, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the fuck the curriculum that these kids have these days. I don't know what I'll be looking at. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And this is another reason why I need to run a bag up if I'm ever gonna have a kid, because it's either gonna be private school, or if they are home, I'm gonna have to hire tutors.
Two medium hot coffee, cream and sugar.
And a medium iced coffee, cream and sugar.
I think her daughter has a private tutor.
Just get a Royal Beach
What does she want?
chocolate glaze donut and
280, she is on the spectrum as well. Yeah. Do you think relationship breakups are harder than friend breakups? No, friend breakups are much harder. Neglect in a child can lead to mental and emotional distress. Folks just don't need to have kids that can't give their offspring balance. I agree, Bree. And I'm getting chewed the fuck out and cussed out like a dog in the street on TikTok right now, because I talked about the mom that dropped her kids off to CPS. We did a live on that last night. And I said, if you don't want to be a mother, don't have kids. If you're struggling with one kid, don't have more kids. Why do that? And everybody, oh, you don't know, you ain't got no kids, you need to shut the fuck up. You, oh, you bitch this, bitch that. Oh, you don't have a right to talk. Like, yes, I do, because I don't have kids. So I decided that I was not going to struggle and bring kids into a world where I know I wasn't ready for them and I didn't want to be a mother. Why would I do that? And I think people misconstrue the fact that when I do my lives, I'm not only talking to the situation at hand, I'm speaking to my audience. I'm talking to my love bugs, talking to younger women that are watching. I'm talking to women that, don't have children that's watching. I'm talking to women that have one kid that's watching. Bitch, if you know that it's hard, gatekeep your womb. If you know you want to go outside and be a hot girl and get flued out, gatekeep your womb, period. Argue with your father. I'm gonna hire a tutor to teach my babies. LJ, I agree. My maternal figure had four of us and couldn't take care of the one, so I can attest to the experience. Exactly, Bree. Like, why do it multiple times if you're having a hard time with one? I just don't. That makes no sense to me. Sometimes Priscilla dresses like a trucker, and sometimes seductively strange. That is hilarious. Um, I mean, we have duality. Like, everybody's not just one way. And she was a truck driver. She got a CDL license. So you know what? I'm doing this again. Exactly, Amberella. Healing from childhood, and that's my point. And that's why I said dropping your kids off to CPS. Everybody like, well, at least you didn't unalive them. I'm like, damn. So the only alternative is to unalive your kids because you stressed out. Like, we just jump into that extreme as if that is something that happens every day. Then this one woman got in the comment section and was like, oh, well, women usually unalive their kids. I said, where do women is usually unaliving their kids? Statistically, that is not a thing. Statistically, women just tough it out. They cry, they suffer in silence, and they make a way. Women are not just out here unaliving their kids at alarming rates. Like, people need to stop running with this lying ass narrative. I understand being sympathetic, but if she had one or two children, I get it. But four, she's reckless for that. I was just thinking of being a child free in my 30s. That part, the age. Hi, beautiful queen. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate that. Oh my God. I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. Princella said her father was a dusty, downbeat dad, deadbeat dad. She followed in his footsteps. She also said that her mom didn't reach her fullest potential. And that her mother kind of resented her for, doing better. Yeah, why she couldn't give them to the daddy, no, for real. I know people who had a child they weren't ready for, had another 3 years later, and still not ready, and want to live the life of no kid. Exactly, Faith. Where does that make sense at? Make it make sense. Logically, it doesn't make sense. And just because I don't have children doesn't mean that I don't know that that's stupid as all outdoors. Thank you, Mary. She's human like the rest of us. We all need to heal. That is true as well, but she just wanted to go and party. She posted on Facebook, I'm outside today, where y'all at? I just want to make some money. And people sending her messages about stripping at the strip club. Like, I just think that she just want to have a hot girl summer. That's personally what I think. And she didn't want to be a mother. She also said if I could have aborted them, if I could have aborted it, I couldn't do that. It was too late. The fathers don't care. Why should I? That does not sound like a mother that just needs help. It don't. That sounds like someone that did not want to be a mother. We just have to be honest. It just sounds like someone that didn't want to be a mother. Period. Now she has a 23-year-old girlfriend. Well, I mean, 23 is grown. Some people don't realize the responsibility. I realize it. That's why I didn't do it. Because I was like,
Ese, yo me imagino que estás poniendo todo a todo el mundo para conseguir un trabajo rápido.
everyone don't need to be a parent. Exactly. Just because they can doesn't mean they should. There's a lot of narc and selfish moms that don't want to admit it. I love my unborn babies too much to bring them here without being ready. That part be. They will probably, what? They will probably get younger and younger now. Mm, I don't know.
Ah, pero que lo cogía suave.
I worked at a child care center. I was happy to go home after my shift. Kids are a lot.
No, pero que aburrido.
And then to have multiple and you doing it by yourself, I can't, I don't think I was ever really cut out to. I used to be like, I can't be nobody's single mother. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. If I had a kid, I know I would be a great mom, but I would only have one, especially if I got to do it by myself. I'm not having multiple kids. You got me fucked up. I don't know. Her girlfriends will probably get younger and younger. I think that she will get creepier with age. Oh, I hope not.
Pero la vida, coño, es que yo hablé con una amiga mía, yo no sé por qué que yo no me acuerdo después donde ella está. Ella dice que está
I
insoportable.
used to be down bad, but now I'm at you, okay. Can we talk about how Princella been cringe from the jump? Think you would be a fantastic mom. You sound like you have the right values on bringing up children. Thank you. Girl, your hair is gorgeous. Thank you. If I don't have a kid in the next couple of years, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna hang it up flat screen and just be the rich auntie. You're going to be an awesome mom because you know who you are. Sadly, many moms can't say that. Thank you. That's so sweet. B. Taylor is angry that she had a lesbian interlude. I felt like a single mom with 3 kids due to the DCS situation, and it was hard due to a DCS situation. I have so much respect for single moms after experiencing that. I'm one and done because that's what I can afford by myself, period. DH, you got 3 children? I didn't know that. Gonna drop gems. Yeah, y'all are sweet. I would. This is why if I have a child, I hope it's a girl. I mean, I would love, if I had a son, I would love him too. But I want a daughter if I ever have a kid. I would want to see what type of daughter I would make, and I would want her to look like me. I think I would be sad if I had a daughter and she didn't look like me. Is that shallow? All right, I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I love talking with y'all. What names would you like to choose for a child? I like River. So full of yourself. I am full of myself. I am full of myself. I don't know why you put in those throw up emojis because there's nothing wrong with being full of yourself. No, taking care of someone else's kids. Oh, while the parents are being investigated. Okay. They say the first daughter mostly looked like the mom. Yeah, I really like River. I like Layla. I like Glory. Bentley, if it's a boy. Or if the father has a cool name, I would let my son be a junior. What's up, Virgo, mama? I can smell you. Like, nothing wrong with having pride in yourself. It's just ego can get very toxic quick. That's your interpretation. Um, you have to have a healthy ego.
Yo también tomo mis zapatos.
You got to have a healthy sense of self.
Por si acaso me encuentro a alguien
You
allá,
have
me
to.
encuentro a la vieja allá.
That's the only way to survive this matrix, especially as a melanin rich woman.
Sí.
Have a beaut. Thank you, Holly. I just saw that Justin Bieber's having a baby. Really?
Ahí sabía, chica.
Wow. More women need this level of confidence. I'm here for it. Yeah, Barella, we really do, because we've been beat down so much in society that we have to have an inflated sense of self. We have to, because we don't have no sense of self. Like, we're constantly told that you're at the bottom of the totem pole. Don't nobody like you. Don't nobody love you. Other groups of women are better. We have to be full of ourselves. That's the only way we could catch up to how they've been trying to beat us down. Thank you, Swan. Haley is having a baby? I thought she was just taking a break from the marriage. Now she's pregnant? Dang, I've been up here for mad long. What is this, like an hour and a half? You got to be a little full of yourself to survive as a woman of melanin hues. We take too much on the chin for no reason. Stand up and take your power back. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Maybe I'm mixing arrogance with ego. Yeah. Congrats to them. Now that's a relationship baby. Exactly, Virgo mama. Because I'm like, wasn't she just saying she was taking a break? She literally just said she was taking a break and she needed like some space from the marriage. So maybe they're having a baby because they think that that's going to help to repair things. I don't know. Or maybe Haley is having a baby because she know that it's over and she want to have some type of tie to him forever. Excuse me. That could be it too. They don't like themselves or each other. Justin and Haley need to not. If that's true, then I hope Justin has done the work on himself because he seems so broken. I agree. Google fancy girls during slavery. Oh wow. We'll Google that. I like the name Ayana. That's pretty. Justin seemed to be having a nervous breakdown over Puff Daddy. They lasted longer than I thought it would. But are they really lasting, or are they just still making appearances for optics? We really would never know in Hollywood. All right, let me go. I'll come back because I actually want to really talk about my experience dating clear men. Which one of y'all want to do? One, for if you, the next live, you want to do how to build your self-concept, or two, if you want the next live to be my experience dating clear men versus black men. Which one do y'all want? Let me know before I get out of here. One, how to build self-concept. That's what it was, right? One was how to build self-concept, and two, oh, I don't know. Which one was one? Oh my God. Amberella, help me out. One, so y'all want clear versus black man? I cannot remember which one I said. Self-concept is one. Okay. So self-concept is one, clear man versus black man is two. So 1, 2, 3 for clear versus black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so y'all want to do how to build self-concept. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much, boo, for the donation. I appreciate you. I'm trying to see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we'll do self-concept building. All right, so I'll come back in a couple hours and we'll do self-concept building. I love you all. Clear versus black. So we'll still do clear versus black. We'll do that too, but the next slide we do will be the self concept. And then after that, maybe tomorrow, then we'll do clear men versus black men. I do, but it's old, DH. I need to do an updated one. And I need to do an updated one with you all so y'all can chime in. So we'll do that. All right. It's 5. I'll be back in a couple of hours. You're a star, thank you. Of course. Thank you. Thank you all for joining me during this live. I love y'all. Show up as her, be her. Life is a prize. Life is a movie. You're starring in it. The world is a stage. You're at the center of it. You are the prize. You are a main character. Don't let nobody play in your face. Believe in yourself. Don't dwell. Don't cry over spilled milk. It gets greater later. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.